Hello, I'm Kelgoth, and we're playing a little bit more Forge adventure mode. I think we're about to start this Brothers War draft. We haven't joined the event yet. I'm excited for this because we've been doing really well with the drafts. Um, all right, so we're in, and the first thing we get is a Pain Land in Boros colors. Um, so this set has Power Stones as a mechanic. A lot of artifacts. Um, this is our rare. This won't be particularly good. Not artifact spells cost one more to cast because there are so many artifacts. Um, this is mana fixing. We have let's see, anything like really kind of strike me. An 8/8 for 8 with ward for 4 and vigilance, and when it dies, add 8 colorless mana. Until in turn you don't lose those mana as phases end. This can be kind of a bomb. Scrapwork Rager. I do like this one. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose a life, and then you can unearth it. Um, Weak Stone Subjugation is great kind of like removal in a way. It will keep something tapped, and for 1 blue, if it's already been tapped, you don't have to. I'm looking here, and creatures you control have add colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast an artifact spell. Whenever you cast an artifact spell with mana value 6 or greater, draw a card. This is interesting. Could be a build around. This is likely to wheel. I don't know for this beginning. This is like nothing strikes me. Like I really like that. I could just go for the land. Scrap Trawler is another rare. Whenever it or another artifact is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand a target artifact with lesser uh, in your graveyard with lesser mana value. This is actually really good because if we go like heavy artifacts, then they start dying and whatnot. We get a lot of value from it, and then it's also a 3/2 for 3. I think this is great. Bushwhack is also super good in this deck or this pack because that is a fight spell. Or if we don't need to fight, we can find a land. I think we're gonna go Scrap Trawler though because it just works so well with everything here. Tokea says welcome. This is in white. Whenever one or more creatures with a mana value of 3 or less enter the battlefield under control, draw a card. Triggers only once per turn. So if we create tokens and stuff like that, this will trigger. This is okay. Kind of have to build around it. Self-assembler, we can search for library for another assembly worker. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. It is a 4/4 for 5. Swiftgear Drake. It's a 2/4 with flying and haste. So when it enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target card from graveyard. The bonus bottom is Winner's Library. That's great because there's a lot of emerge in this set. This creates colorless soldier artifact tokens if we want, or this is okay. There's a counter spell here. Kind of not like my thing to go counter spells. Goblin Blast Runner is a 1 for 1 2 a 1/2 for 1 that gets 2 and menace as long as we sacrifice a permanent this turn. If we are sacrificing our artifacts for any reason, This is 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and 2 damage to that permanent's controller. That's removable too. Corrupt deals damage to any target equal to the number of swamps you control. You gain life equal to what you dealt this way. Corrupt is fun, but I think actually I'm gonna go with the straight up 5 damage over this rare, over the assembly worker. I mean, you have to have a couple assembly workers for that to matter. Door to Nothingness. This is, you pretty much can't make this work. So we get another land here, Pain Land. We get Tanos the Toy Maker. So there's 3 rares still in this deck. Whenever we cast a beast or bird, copy it. We currently have just the construct. And then I don't know how many beasts or birds are in this set. There's another one of these, deal 5 damage, and then 2 damage to the controller. I do really like Cradle Clear Cutter because it's a mana dork. 3/6. It kind of gets you to where you need to be for a lot of these like really expensive artifact spells. Return target artifact enchantment or planeswalker from the battlefield graveyard to the battlefield. Create a tap power stone token. It's interesting. So what you do with this is you prototype out something, and then you get it back. I do like repair and recharge actually, but we need to get here's another assembly worker. We need to get some targets for that. Another counter spell, never kind of my thing. Choose a target, destroy target land that player control. It does 3 damage to that player and 1 damage to each creature they control. Bitter Reunion. You may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. And then it's an enchantment. You can sacrifice it. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. I think I'm going to go for the Goblin Blast Runner. I need some creatures. Another rare, so rares are just kind of not getting taken. It's 3/1. That creates a 1/1 when it dies. I like the flying here. It's a little expensive, but we'll figure that out. Howling Mine is just fun. We got a Thopter that we can unearth. Goblin Firebomb. We'll take Howling Mine. I don't know if this is necessarily good, but we'll take it. I like this gain control of target artifact or creature. People are going to play big creatures against us. It will be taking care of them. When it enters, mill 3 cards. If you put an artifact card from among those into your hand, if you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I think I'll take that. Power Plant Worker. Thopter Architect. Whenever an artifact enters, target creature gains flying. Power Plant Worker gets +2/+2 at end of turn. If you control Mine Worker, Tower Worker, put 2 +1/+1s on it instead. Activate only once each turn. Maybe we'll get that other one to wheel. I don't know. That seems like it's not going to happen. And then we're pretty much red. We are red, maybe white. Trying Draw a card, then you gain land with the number of cards in your hand. Yeah. I'm gonna add this to the sideboard. Cage Sun is fun. Painful. It's too slow, I think, for. Ooh, we like this blitz automation. I still like the Scrapbook Rager. But I think this is inner colors. Yeah, we'll take that. Another Battlefield Forge. Omnithopter, Iron Giant Crusher. Attacks target creature gets plus X plus 0, where X is its power. Okay. When this enters, you may mill 3 cards, and you may put a plains or a creature card from Mallee value 3 or less from the milled in this way if you don't get a +1/+1. Mishra's Onslaught. Clay Revenant enters battlefield tapped, and we can return it. I kind of like the Iron Claw Crusher. Let's see. This is mana fixing. It draws a card when it enters. This is a 5/4 Death Toucher. It can be a 1/1 Death Toucher for 2 mana. Ward Prowess. We need to, when it enters the battlefield, create a tap power token for each other creature you control. That's a lot of power stone tokens. We'll try that. We got this Cave Guard back. I like that. So we go here, and I think, yeah, I think what we're gonna do is there's 2 defabricates, one is foil. Interesting. We're going to go pretty much black, white, artifacts. Not black, white, red, white artifacts. Red, white. So discard all the cards in your hand, then drop many cards. You may choose an artifact, creature, card with mana value 1. You discard it this way and return in the battlefield. Okay. Let's get some exile the target number equal to the less number of planes you control. Its controller gains 3 life. Sorcery. 3/1 with reach. Yeah. Another Cage Sun, followed up by Cage Sun. So we will do the Battlefield Forge because we are in those colors. Keening Stones. I don't want that. Don't want this. I do like that. Because it's a 5/5 flyer for 8, and that has fire breathing. Not exactly, but close. Or we can be a 1/3 with Mine Worker. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get that to work. Soldiers, recommissions, Rust Goliath. Rust Goliath is interesting. We're gonna take this here. Altar of Dementia. Interesting, but not what we're doing. Flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 on it. It becomes a construct, or a Rust Goliath. Rust Goliath. What did we just? Did I accidentally just click too much? Maybe? I don't think I did. Okay. Another Howling Mine. Giant Cindermaw is interesting because the players can't gain life. Over the top, each player reveals the number of cards on the top of the layer equal to non-land permanents they control. Puts all permanents revealed this way onto the battlefield. Rest in the graveyard. It's 7 mana. It's kind of expensive. We'll do another Howling Mine. And then the Blitz automation. I actually kind of like the Tower Worker. So that's PowerPoint Worker and Tower Worker. Interesting. Exile graveyards. Players can't cast non-creature spells this turn. That's interesting. Swift. There's another Tower Worker. Kind of want that to be the Mana Dork. Here I like another Recommission. Monastery Swifters were good. I like the Tower Worker here because we're looking to non-creature spells cost 1 more. Thornheim Assist. That might be interesting. So 1/1 with first strike that we can exile something from our graveyard, or exile it from a graveyard. That's just get another. What is this? Whenever this or another non-token artifact you control is put in from the graveyard to the battlefield, or is put in exile from the battlefield, create a tap power token. Okay, that seems good. Okay. We got 2 lands. We'll put 1 green in, and then so we want to be at 17 lands, 15 lands. Like this, I think. And then we got a big 9 cuts here. So the Howling Mines, I don't know if the Howling Mines are good or not. So we have Recommission for mana value. Artifact or creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. If a creature enters, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So I do like that. Laydown's Arms, I don't think is going to be very good. Mishra's Onslaught, we don't need 2 of these for sure. Sibling Rivalry, I think we're going to keep that. Repair and Recharge, I'm going to have that. Yeah, I think that is good. I think this is... I don't think we want 2 Howling Mines. I'm going to get rid of that. We still need 5 cuts. We're really heavy on the high-end side here. The prototypes are good for that, but if we just take out the green ones... and then this is going to help us get other Power Stone tokens to cast these expensive cards. Tower Stone Workers are helping us cast the expensive cards. The Scrapsmith is helping us find those expensive cards. Draft Crawler is helping us keep the... We're going to make these expensive cards turn into our cheaper cards. I think we're going to move that to sideboard. We don't have a sacrifice theme. this feeds into these two. We want that. This is a maybe. Do we want Howling Mine? I think we do take the Howling Mine out. Yeah. And that's our 40 cards. 17 lands, Battlefield Forge. We're gonna remove this land and go add basic. And we're gonna go like that. So we're Boros artifacts. Is it good? I don't know. I don't know if it's good. We'll have to see. Like if one of these, like with my scrap trawler out, we can, if this dies, we can get one of these back. You know, and actually, if this thing dies, we can get one of these back and pay for it immediately. We'll see. Start the event. All right, Tower Worker. We got the mana. We can play this on 2, Tower Worker on 3. We'll keep. So we'll just play our mountain. And then play the Battlefield Forge. And then we will put our 1/3 in. This is tap an untapped artifact or creature, add 1 mana of any color. Okay. And then this is a 3/1 with ward 2. And then so basically we're going to try to ramp out to this thing and have as many creatures on the battlefield as possible. So we want to play our queen. And then we're not going to attack in. And we're going to block with our 1/3 in case he's got a combat trick. He does. It doesn't have trample, so that's fine. Let's get the card for card. Play a Battlefield Forge. And then play our Tower Worker. And then we'll pass turn. Well, we're fine taking 3 here. So if we put... then we're looking to play the Great Desert Prospector next turn. And yeah, we're going to take another 3. We're fine with this. When this enters mill 3, you may put a land, and if you don't get a +1/+1 counter. Okay, he finds a land. So this is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can fire breathing it using our Tower Workers. And then he's not going to attack in. He shouldn't. Yeah. Okay. What did we mill? Another Prospector, Recommission, Sibling Rivalry. Okay. We're going to swing in with our 5/5. And we're going to start doing the beats. And then next turn, let's go back to looking at our hand. Oh, this is a 6/4 with haste. So let's see. Well, how much can we pump this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is a +6/+6. I think I keep this back in case something weird goes on. And then we attack in. And then... And then we deal 11. And then we say, you're going to have to deal with that. So he's going to go find, and he's going to go fight our queen. No big deal. And then you have no reach. Next game. No sideboard. We have to mulligan because this is only 1 mana. There we got 2 planes here. Doesn't quite cast anything, but we'll keep it. We'll bottom our 8 cost. Okay. We are on the draw, so hopefully we do draw a mountain. He finds a basic island. There's a mountain. That gets us our 1/3. So now we're going to get our tower worker out next turn. He milled 5 cards. What did he cast? Mill 5 cards. You may put a permanent card from among this into your hand. Okay. Okay, so now we're just... next turn, we're going to create 2 colorless artifact creature tokens, and then the following turn, we will create Desert Prospector, and then we're just looking for our... yeah, I should have attacked it, actually. Oh, he's returning this to hand. I was going to say, we're looking for our... We'll actually combat trick him with this, I think. Yeah. We're looking for our big beaters. So he's going to attack in. Wow, I didn't get to cast this. Yeah, I saw that coming. Non-artifact spells cost 1 more. Planes. Tower worker. Yeah, we're gonna be taking 5 next turn. We're gonna block 1 there. When it enters the battlefield, create a tap Power Stone token. Okay. You can do that. Okay. We'll keep back. We're looking for one of our big cards at this point. We'll block here. 2/2 can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Ooh. We will cast this. Mill 3 cards, may put an artifact card. They're countering it. Okay. We'll block there. I'm going to search your library, search an assemblies worker. Okay. We got the Power Stone tokens. We're just looking for something fun. We don't have what we need yet. Wow. Bushwhack. Okay. And then we're flooding out. They're returning us. Okay. I mean, all our big spells are there's one. Create our 5/5 flyer. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can give them +7/+7 next turn. Now we have a removal spell if we need to. We're going to go here to clear blockers. And then that did 12. Now, return artifact or creature card with mana value 3 or less. That's a Trapsmith or the... Okay, that's fine because we're just... Unless you're gonna... Then we're gonna pump them 3 times. Okay. Great. Let's play round 2. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Got 3 mana. Play the Spectrum Sentinel on 1. We'll keep. So the Spectrum Sentinel is not super great in this format, like because he's non-basic lands. There's not a whole lot of those, and then the protection for multicolours. There's only the a few of those, but it's still something. We're gonna attack in. He disenchants. I mean it's just a 1/1, so I'd rather him disenchant that than something else important. Yeah, we will return that to our hand. What else do we mill? Recommission and another one. Okay. And then we play the Slagstone Refinery on 4, and then this on 5, and then we should be able to play the Dragon Engine after that. Yeah. So we're going to go to combat first. And then we'll play our Slagstone Refinery. And then we'll play our Great Prospector. Is this other? Yeah, for each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's not quite what we wanted. He's buffing. He's buffing again. Okay. Put in our land. And then we're just going to cast... We don't have enough for this, do we? No. Untap it, create a... Actually, this is... Oh. This could be really funny. He's going to buff it. It doesn't have trample, so... Let's just block here so we can use this Scry 2. And then we'll use this Scry 2 now. Auto. Yep. Scrap Trawler. Mishra's Onslaught. Carsa put to the bottom. We'll put Mishra's Onslaught to the bottom, not the Scrap Trawler. And then we'll draw that next turn. He's buffing it, which is funny because we're going to take it. And we can't buff it, but way to take 5 there, buddy, and then play the Scrap Trawler. And then he has to keep him back. He buffs him again. So if we attack all in right now, he blocks here. That's 3, 4. So we will Alpha Strike all in. Next game. No, we're fine. We got a lot of land here. No early plays, but that's fine. Battlefield Forge. And then we'll play Scrap Crawler on 3. Oh, we'll play the Spectrum Sentinel now. That does block that effectively. Oh, he's turning Mishra's Foundry into a creature, okay. Okay, and then 3, we're gonna play the Scrap Crawler. Plays a 2/2 with Vigilance, and it gets buffed whenever a creature comes in. Okay. Mountain. And then we'll play this. Mill 3 and see if we find we do find an artifact. So we'll put that in hand. 8/8 Vigilance, Ward 4, and then we gain a bunch of mana. We could have kept it in the graveyard. That was an option, but as for tax, we'll keep back. Okay, he's putting the power plant worker in. Mountain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we play the Great Desert Prospector. And then we get 3 Power Stones. So this is 5 plus the 3. So we have 8. So we can cast this Shuchi Cave Guard next turn. And we'll pass. Yeah. Oh, he does blow us out. Okay. Now I can... I'll attack in with this. Yeah. It's fighting. He chose not to attack. So now I'm going to just start eating his creatures. Put our 8/8 in, or 5/5 in. He keeps buffing it, even though he doesn't attack with it. We will take that. And then we will attack in. And then... Great. So now he's kind of like... We ate up a bunch of his creatures and stuff. I think we're just gonna attack it here because he had nothing to do. Yeah, he's. Let's play round 3. Chandra's Lavamancer. It's also a 2/0. All right. 2 lands. A play on 3. We're on the draw, so I think this is fine. It was, yep, just fine. We got our land. Unfortunately, we're going to be taking chip damage for a little bit. He gets a Power Stone token. I wouldn't have mind some of these. I don't know if I saw any. So we are still on the same boat. We have no... So we're going to take 3 there. And now he's got a flyer. So we'll get our tower worker in. Which is not ideal. We're a little bit behind. This has prowess. That's going to hurt. And he animates the Power Stone. Yeah. This is, it's too much. Too much too quickly. Too bad we can't steal this and... Because we're dead on his turn. Best I can do is hit cancel there. Cancel search, yeah. Get the +1/1 and keep that in the battlefield and then return it. This has got reach, so this will block there. So we go like that, we can kill the Power Stone. He keeps our reacher up, which is good. We didn't draw exactly what we needed here. We need a white source, is basically what it is. And we can't tap this thing. Otherwise, we're going to take... Oh, man. Don't like this. He's got Menace. That's just, that's it. Okay, we'll take the L next game. Play. 3 mana. So we'll keep... We got 2 plays on 3. Play our planes. We'll play their goblin. Play our mountain. Play our planes. Get our blocker out there. Also does ramp us. So we can potentially do some of these other things here. 3 damage to it. Okay. We'll play you. We milled 2 lands and a Great Desert Prospector. So we don't... Actually, it's kind of nice because then it can proc this profitably. Did I play a land? I did. Man, oh man. Okay. Battlefield Forge. Crap Trawler. We double block, we lose both. we can get return a target with lesser mana value. We wouldn't get the tower worker back if this thing died. I think we take one more turn of this. Then he gets his own scrap trawler. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we draw a land, we can play our 5/5. And then now we can block. Put him on the bottom. He did his job. Get our 5/5 out there. Attack in. You have no blocks? Okay, great. When it... We'll put one of my cards on the bottom. I don't know if it matters too much. I don't have quite enough mana for this, but I can do this. And I also whiffed on that. Okay. Swing in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we need 7 for this. Okay. And this has got reach to block that if we need. So I could start attacking with my Swift Gear. And then we're going to go create 2 colorless. I think I still keep it back, actually. Clear blocker step. All right, he didn't block, so I just pumped in. He needed to block there, but he didn't. This is a bunch of mana. We'll keep. I don't want to mulligan down. We'll play this on 4, I guess. Scrap trawler. He's gonna get in for 3. Provisions for exile. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card, and then replay it. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play a card at an exile, create a tap power stone. That'd have been really nice. I would have liked that. We'll do this. And then we will hit cans. Okay, because we have repair and recharge. It won't let me see it, but it says return it to the graveyard to the battlefield, create a tap power stone token. So we can get this out. Oh, I double clicked. All right, it doesn't matter. 3 damage to it. Okay. Okay, so we have 5 mana. We do this here. We can prototype this for 3. Or we can create 2 1/1s. Prototype this is a 1/3 with fire breathing, which we can make it a 2/3. I think we keep this back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to on his attack step create 2. Oh, we wanted to. Damn, it happened again where I clicked past where I needed to be. We have 6 mana. Let's do this guy. And then we didn't get there. We have 3 more mana. Let's prototype this. And then we can not attack. We'll keep back. Bitter Reunion. We'll lock there. We block here to here. This will kill the scrap trawler. And these bounce off of each other. Okay. Mountain. Okay. And then we get her back our 5/5 create a tap power zone token, so we'll have the mana to do our 8/8 next turn. When you want the blocker. Making that a 4/4. He's determining, does he want to attack? He did not attack. Plains. I think we still want to be on the block here. And then he attacks all in. Okay, so we want you to be there. Flyer to flyer. No, you need 2. There to there. There to that. There. Okay. We're so dead. Yeah. So we went 2-1. So we get the boosters. So we don't get the deck. Wait, do we not get the deck if we don't win? Oh. All right. Didn't see that coming. Well, I guess I'll thank you for watching. We're going to continue on in the next episode, and we'll see you there. We'll open up these boosters then, and then we'll determine what we're going to do. Thank you for watching.